Inside the show. And now your host, Justin Allegri.
Happy Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results from Friday. Starting in the American League Central, the Cleveland Indians combined for 10 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 3-1. The Minnesota Twins put together 10 total hits as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 3-1. The Rangers allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 5-2. The Oakland Athletics amassed 14 hits in the game as they blasted the Astros 7-0. Starlin Castro was clutch at the plate with 3 RBIs as the Marlins took care of Atlanta 5-4. The Milwaukee Brewers nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 6-5. The Cincinnati Reds totaled 13 hits as a team as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 5-4. The Boston Red Sox combined to give up just 5 hits as they got a road win against Arizona 5-3. The Los Angeles Dodgers racked up 11 hits as a team as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 5-1. The Tampa Bay Rays swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 7-4. And that's what's going on around baseball heading into today's action. Join us again tomorrow for more updates from around Major League Baseball.
Not exactly ideal baseball conditions with the rain coming down, but first pitch is just around the corner. Today, Game 3 of this 4-game series between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Cleveland Indians. It's Indians baseball, and it comes your way next. Danny Salazar gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, thanks, Manny. Danny Salazar has been a little bit of a strange guy to figure out. His stuff really plays. 3-pitch mix, great fastball, really good slider, and a straight changeup. The problem with Danny Salazar is he doesn't have command of his secondary pitches. A big if he has the slider and changeup command, he can be as good as anybody in baseball.
16. At the plate, Hernan Perez. He will lead this one off today. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And we are officially underway from Cleveland as the first pitch misses for ball 1. So, fellas, this Indians ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Hey, Matty V, talking about a team that's on a roll right now, D-Roll. How about this? Through the first 4 games of this homestand, perfect 4-0. They've got their sights set, D-Roll, on some bigger and better things.
And you know what, Dan, and the fans feel it. You can tell there's an electric atmosphere brewing in this in this stadium right now, and hopefully it continues.
The 1-1 is taken for strike 2. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. Here now the 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full. Devin Travis waits on deck. Another full count pitch home. And that misses ball 4. So a good battle to begin the ball game today, but the leadoff man will reach first anyway.
And that's just an incredible job at the plate by the leadoff man there. Not only did he make the pitch or throw a ton of pitchers and bust his tail, but he also won the battle and earned a free pass.
Stepping in, Devin Travis. Lifetime against Danny Salazar. He's got 2 hits in 17 at-bats. He also has 1 home run. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, man. In particular, that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
This pitch is popped up. And that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Batting third.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
Fastball just inside. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. 2-0 to the Jays left fielder.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
2-1 after the foul ball there. 2 balls and a strike to count from Danny Salazar. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Dero, this Gary Simmons, he's the kind of umpire that pitchers really like to throw to.
Yeah, I'm okay with it, though, Dan. You want to go east-west, I'll make the adjustment. It's the north-south that'll kill you.
The second for one. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Justin.
Here's Justin Smoke now. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only one score. First offering on its way. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Hey, when you're in a tough spot right there, that's an excellent job by the pitcher to get ahead 0-1. He has now got this offensive player on the defensive.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is a fastball taken high for a ball.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2. Randall Grichuk is on deck. Payoff pitch one more time. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off-speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting 9 for this one.
Right
Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, I've got an eye on Troy Tulowitzki. He's had a tremendous season on the road. If you look at his on-the-road batting average, he's one of the best players in the league. He's hitting over 400 away from home, and that's the case here, so I expect to see him have another big game.
So it's first and third with 2 away, and the big right-handed bat of Randall Grichuk saunters into the batter's box next. From the belt, kicks and deals, and he gets ahead 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The set and the 1-2, and this is swung on and missed as the 30th pitch of this inning finally does the trick. The side is retired. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on the show. Hector Santiago will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he was a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
Lindor. Digging in, Francisco Lindor. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. A ball and no strikes. And Dan, Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
Yeah, Matty, this is the perfect guy to have on the mound. A veteran, not going to let the moment get too big for him. Completely understands what's being asked of him. They've been losing lately. That can't be denied. But this is the perfect guy, right spot.
Two and 1 now to the Tribe's leadoff man. Now the 2-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. The 2-2 one more time. Slapped hard the opposite way, but this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out. And with that, let's get a look at the starting lineup for the Indians. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, one man worth focusing on is Edwin Encarnacion, Edwing, as they call him. He hit over 40 home runs last season. When you start getting into that 40, 50 home run, those categories, that's special power. That's raw power. He's one of those rare commodities of baseball, so it'll be fun to watch him in this one.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope,
Ball one.
Ball one, no strike.
The 1-1. Taken on the outside corner for strike two. The 1-2 is laid off for ball two. Bases are empty, one man out. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number two.
Batting third, the third baseman.
In out to Cleveland, Jose Ramirez. In 8 at-bats in the series, he's collected 3 hits. Here comes the first pitch. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. Hit to third. Perez takes it in. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. Indians go down 1-2-3. We are still scoreless. Second inning coming up in Cleveland, and with more on the weather forecast, here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, it doesn't appear that we're going to get much of a break from this rain at all as the game progresses. However, I am also hearing that this rain isn't supposed to intensify too much. The grounds crew will be on standby just in case the umpires do call a delay, but the goal is to get this one in uninterrupted.
Yeah, Heidi, and thanks. Even with all the technology that we have today to be able to forecast the weather accurately, one never knows what Mother Nature has in store. First offering on its way. In there for strike one, 0-1. Tulowitzki, who's long been referred to as just Tulo, of course. He was selected in the first round back in 2005.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Mateo is there. One down.
Here's how the Indians are setting up on D. And guys, can we lock in on the Gold Glover at third base? I've played this position. You got to do so many things. I mean, you have to have just the quickest hands, reacting on one-hop liners. You have to have the ability to take away the bunt, a la Adrian Beltre and Nolan Arenado. You better have a backhand. And not only that, you better have a strong throwing arm.
First pitch of the at-bat. This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts. Some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
Stepping in now, Kurt Suzuki, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Lifetime against Danny Salazar, just 3 for 14. He's taken him deep once. And there goes Pilar. Pitches a called strike. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second.
We all know this team is struggling right now. They're on a losing streak. So when that's the case, sometimes you need to be a little bit more aggressive and try to put some pressure on your opponents. Stolen bases are a good way of doing that. So we'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for him right now.
0-2. Here it is. Hit out towards second. Kipnis has it on to first, and Suzuki's retired. 2 away.
Batting ninth, the designated hitter, Adeiny Hechavarria.
Here's Hechavarria now. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Called strike at the letters. 0-1. Pilar on third with 2 out. Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1.
1 pitch shy of 40 for him right now, and he's not even out of the second inning of work. He's definitely not being as efficient on the mound as he'd like.
The set and the 1-2 fouled off.
Hey, great job just to be able to foul that one off. In today's game, that's what we're seeing, north-south.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1 left for Toronto. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score.
Leading off for the Indians,
and he's obviously
the
one of the most dangerous hitters
Edwin
around, the reigning American League
MVP.
A bouncer to the left side. A dive by Tulowitzki, but he comes up empty. That's a base hit.
That's the game plan right there. Elevate the sinker from the offensive standpoint. That's what they talked about. Out in the hitters meeting, and on the flip side, if the pitcher doesn't get that pitch down, there's going to be a call to the pen shortly.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. First pitch on its way. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. The 0-1 delivery. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
Hey, if he's going to be able to dot up his sinker down and away like that all game, you are in for a situation where you're going to see a lot of ground balls and a lot of weak contact.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
All right, guys, time for a look at how the Toronto Blue Jays
Batting
set up on defense today.
The left fielder.
Let's take a look at Troy Tulowitzki. Obviously known for his offense and the ability to move the ball both gaps and out of the yard. I don't think he gets enough credit for his defense, though. Plays a big man's game at shortstop, but is able to cover a ton of ground out there.
Ready with the 0-1. And this will be fouled away. Bottom of the second here with no score. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working on the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0.
And you know, the heavy stuff has finally arrived. This has got to be the hardest rain we've seen all afternoon.
The 1-0 home misses for the second ball.
This is a spot right here playing first base. You have to really be on your toes. With a runner on first, a left-handed hitter up on a 2-0 count, there's a pretty good chance if he hits this, he's going to hit it hard down that first base line. So if you're the first baseman right now, be on your toes and be ready for a bullet.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. 2-2 the count. The 2-2. And that's a fair ball, line to the right side. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get
Blue
himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. Here's Lucas Duda now. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Comes set, the 0-1. And they go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike 2.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he can work his way out of this inning with the game still tied.
A pause, and the 0-2. Struck him out, so they work out of the jam as he strands 2 men in scoring position. Indians strand a couple. Will move to the third with no score. So digging in now, Hernan Perez. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third.
Perez.
Hit in the air down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. One and 2 as the changeup had him out in front there. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2. Devin Travis will be next. The next 3-2. This is foul right side. Once again a 3-2. And another foul ball. Now a check swing here and no swing, says the home plate umpire. Not even an appeal. It's ball 4. Now at the plate, Devin Travis. He singled his last time up. After the walk, a quick check on first. And a dive, but he's back in. Another look to first. And the runner back safely. He's set. Here it comes. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Devin Travis.
Hey, great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
On to Duda, a double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays you'll turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big...
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Stepping in, Francisco Mejia. He's hitting .333 in the series, 2 for 6.
Francisco Mejia.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. A swing and a ground ball to third. And that's the first out.
The batter, the shortstop.
A reminder that we'll have Cleveland Indians baseball for you all season long on the show as you get a look right there at the Tribe's upcoming schedule over the next 7 days. So 1 man gone for Cleveland here in the third. That'll bring up the switch hitting shortstop and perennial MVP candidate Francisco Lindor. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. The 1-1 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And that gets the black on the outside. A good slider that time. And it's fouled away. Hard hit ball to second. Over to Smoke at first, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 22, second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. Kipnis can be considered a bit of a one-dimensional hitter, I guess, in terms of making contact. He tends to see the ball out of right-handed pitcher's hands well, but doesn't seem to pick up the left-handers at the same level. A ball and 2 strikes to Kipnis. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. Hoskins is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Tribe. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. And now the Toronto number 4 hitter, Justin Smoke. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love it. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
A 2-1 count to the Blue Jays first baseman. The 2-1 home is looked at for ball 3.
Now this is a leadoff at bat. Great patience, and he's just waiting for that pitch. That's too good to pass up.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Grichuk.
Here's Randal Grichuk looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Swung on and fouled as it looked to make it all the way up into the concourse area. The 0-1 pitch. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Here now the 2-2. Misses off the plate. On deck there you see Troy Tulowitzki. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Here's Troy Tulowitzki now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And this is on the ground is short. Could be two. Kipnis on to first, and it's another double play. They're second in the first 4 innings as that one will retire the side. Down in order go the Blue Jays. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Digging in to try it again. Jose Ramirez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on the slider. 0-1. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. And this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 3 here in the early going as the Tribe move out in front 1-0.
Hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
The batter, number 10, designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion.
The first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. A base hit in his first trip. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. A bouncer up the middle. Travis has it. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the
center
inning.
fielder, number 33, Charlie Blackmon.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and into bat next, the big-time RBI man, Charlie Blackmon. Now a changeup to start him out, but that's looked at down and in for ball 1. 1 run on 3 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Ranging back is Pilar, and it's gone as they add still another. Solo shot to right center. First home run of the campaign for him, and with it, the Indians have taken a 2-0 lead.
Everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
Now batting,
the left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in.
Benintendi.
And he hits it hard to the right side. And that's by him into right field for a base hit.
Up next for Cleveland, the right fielder, Hayden Mateo.
Striding in, Hayden Mateo. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run and get you a ribby.
Has a look, now the pitch. Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat. 1-0. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. Benintendi, base runner at first with 1 out. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
Ground ball, foul down the left side. And he struck him out.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
Into the box now, Lucas Duda. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. The 1-0 is in there for strike one. The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2. Misses, ball two. Here now the 2-2. Now a swing and a little soft liner to the left side. Just foul. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh my goodness. We're back to Progressive Field after this. Welcome back to Progressive Field in Cleveland as we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Leading off for Toronto.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Kevin Pillar. He reached on a single in his first try.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Drilled to the left side. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Standing in now, Kurt Suzuki, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. Hit hard to short, fielded cleanly. Kipnis on to Duda, a double play.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Adeiny Hechavarria.
So base is empty now after the double play. And digging in is the veteran DH, Adeiny Hechavarria. First pitch coming, here it is.
Ball one.
Fastball just misses. That's ball one. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. They trail things here 2-0. Ready now, Francisco
Leading off
Mejia.
for the Indians, the catcher, Francisco Mejia.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Moving under it, Grichuk. One down.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
So stepping in, Francisco Lindor. A line out and a ground ball for an out on his line so far.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here.
Hit in the air to right field. Grichuk on the move. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting, second baseman, Jason.
Bases are empty here with two
Kipnis.
gone. And standing in now, the power-hitting second baseman, Jason Kipnis. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
2 balls and a strike now. Now the 2-1. Is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. Grounded to third. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Indians go down 1-2-3, but they hold a 2-0 lead. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Hernan Perez. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6.
Hernan Perez.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line drive to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Now
well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
1 out now in the Toronto 6th inning, and that'll bring up Devin Travis. First pitch of the at-bat, and he takes ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. May have gotten a piece of that one, but no matter, it's 1-1. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Benintendi going back on the warning track. He makes the catch.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
Digging in once again, Rhys Hoskins. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Cold strike on the corner. Good changeup that time.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
Lifted in the air out towards left center, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. They're down 2-0. At the plate, Jose Ramirez. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
What a diamond in the rough Jose Ramirez has been for Terry Francona and the Cleveland Indians. This guy burst on the scene in 2016, just absolutely set that lineup on fire. They were looking for a guy to bail out Michael Brantley, and the production they would miss from him in the lineup. Jose Ramirez filled that
designated
admirably.
hitter.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Stepping in now, Edwin Encarnacion. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
Full count, 3-2 to the Indians DH. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Grichuk sprinting after it. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now batting, center fielder, Charlie Blackmon.
Settling in now, Charlie Blackmon. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Drilled down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tribe, as they're unable to add to their... Back here in Cleveland, 7th inning coming up with the Indians on top. But before we get any further, let's check out our game summary for the first 6 innings. Ready once again, Justin Smoak. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
1-1 the count. The 1-1 home is looked at for ball number 2. High in the air down the right field line, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch just hung in there on that one. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Changeup taken for ball 3, well below the zone.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas. So when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit, or at least force him out of the game.
The right
hey guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside and fighting it off for a nice base hit.
Into the box, Randal Grichuk. Ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call. Smoke on at first, nobody out. Swing, and there goes. He got all of that ball. That one is out of here. This game is tied. Randall Grichuk, a 2-run shot. Second home run early in the year as the Blue Jays have rallied back to tie it at 2.
Yeah, we're all tied up, and it's anybody's ball game after that blast. We live in that what have you done for me lately world, so that gem he was pitching doesn't mean anything anymore.
At the plate, Troy Tulowitzki. And I think the question becomes, how much longer are they going to stick with this starter? Fatigue could very well become a factor at some point.
Yeah, that's always a tough question to answer for a manager, especially when your guy's still pitching well. You've got to kind of look for some signs. Is he starting to get hit more? Is he losing his command? Even if he's still throwing strikes, stuff like that.
Yeah, good points to keep an eye on if he continues on much longer. And first pitch swinging as this is bounced on the ground towards short. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Fielder, number 11.
Digging in, Kevin Pillar. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Here comes the Indians manager to make that slow trip to the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So a no decision here this afternoon, as it'll be up to the bullpen from here on out. Adrian Earnhardt will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season.
Number 30, Adrian Earnhardt.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In there, strike 1.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
And it's quickly 0-2. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The next 0-2. Misses. That's ball 1. Still 1-2.
When you have 2 strikes on you as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Kevin Pillar goes down for out number 2 in the top half.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
In now, Kurt Suzuki, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. Two runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. A ball and a strike to count to Suzuki. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and Kipnis will put this one away, and that ends the inning.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Jays
it's
strike
time
for a couple
for
as you get another look at the 2-run dinger.
Stretch.
Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. And bottom of the 7th as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Indians offense with Cleveland's manager. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Aaron.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Aaron Loup gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Leading off for the Indians,
striding
the
in
left
for the
fielder,
Indians, Andrew Benintendi. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1. A 1 pitch on its way. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Now batting, the right fielder.
So striding in, Hayden Mateo. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. From the stretch. Way behind that pitch, it's 0-1. And some action now in the Toronto bullpen as a right-hander starts to get loose. A shot down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. Hard sinker misses. 2-2. Here now the 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
That was a big strike out there, guys.
Now batting,
the best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Standing in now, Lucas Duda. As he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Looking up is Pilar. Whoa, give me a break. That landed in Heritage Park. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Second home run early in the year as the Tribe has moved in front here 3-2.
See, he just made a mistake. He was cruising in the 7th, getting the first 2 outs, but then he offered up one that caught a little bit too much of the plate. This one got up and out of here, ruining what looked like a good appearance out of the bullpen.
Batter, the catcher.
Stepping in now, Francisco Mejia. First pitch here is hit off to the right side and fouled. It's strike 1. No hits to this point. Comes set and the 0-1. Just a bit too much run on the sinker that time as it misses off the outside for ball 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. 2 balls and a strike. And he fouls this one off. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Hit hard, but foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Down the third baseline. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Up next for Cleveland, the shortstop, Francisco
So it's a runner
Lindor.
at first with 2 men out. That'll bring up the switch hitting shortstop and perennial MVP candidate Francisco Lindor. First offering on its way. Line drive to center field. But this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there in center, and that ends the inning. Indians strike for 1 on this solo homer. We'll march on to the 8th. It's 3-2 Cleveland. Striding forward now is the
Leading off with
DH,
the Blue Jays,
Adeiny Echeverria,
the designated
0 for
hitter.
2 on the afternoon so far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. Oh, fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. A look there at the numbers for our 2 starters
Up
here
next for the
today.
Blue Jays,
Both guys recently
the third
departed
baseman,
from the ball game and looking on from the dugout.
Perez.
Here comes the first pitch. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
Benintendi is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Now batting,
Our line
second
scorer
baseman,
here from Progressive
Kevin
Field. Tribe leading this one in the 8th as they look to put the finishing touches on a solid home win. Here's the first pitch to him. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
1-2 now. The 1-2. Swing and a liner. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. So they breeze through this half of the inning. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Indians 3, the Blue Jays 2.
Your attention, please.
Is on to pitch out of the
Now
bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 76, Junwan Oh.
Into the box, Jason Kipnis. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him
Leading
as we
off
begin
for
their
the
half of the
Indians,
8th.
the second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. Where this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage
for
with it.
Cleveland, the third baseman, Jose
Jose
Ramirez.
Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement. Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher to get ahead right there. You know you got a star hitter at the plate. He's not afraid to go to 2 strikes or go deep in the count. That's what you have to do. You have to put him at a disadvantage with the count.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Two and one to Jose Ramirez. Fastball taken down the middle, and that's strike 2. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone.
That was aggressive
the batter,
pitching
number
that
10,
and I like seeing
designated
that.
hitter,
He showed all
Edwin
hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
And a fastball. All close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. Hit sharply on the ground. To his right, Tulowitzki. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Indians go down 1-2-3. They're up 3-2. Cody Allen comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 37, Cody Allen.
Stepping into the box, Rhys Hoskins.
Leading off with
it was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
2-0 now. Now the 2-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Down by a run, your guy needs to get on any way he can. His mentality has to be to shrink the strike zone to like the size of a soup can. No reason to swing at a pitcher's pitch.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Another full count offering on its way. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys on this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Previous showdowns with Cody Allen, not great. He's 1 for 8. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. And now a pitch on the way. Had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away.
Great job right there. scrambling a nasty breaking ball off the plate.
Ooh, tough to lay off there, but it's called a ball 1-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
You have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Into the box now, Randall Grichuk. Now that's popped up. He brings it in, and the Indians have run their winning streak to 5 in a row now as this ball game is over.
And these home fans are getting a little spoiled as they take the first 3 of this 4-game homestand. They might want to break out the brooms for the next one as they look to finish off with a big sweep.
A 1-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. The Cleveland Indians jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Adrian Earnhardt claims the win out of the pen, his first. Cody Allen wraps it up for the save, his 5th of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious Cleveland Indians, 3 runs on 7 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 46 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
All of the rappers with so pride to the side, try collide with the squad. I don't play around. Got that type of luxury. Going down, and ain't no catching up in me. Who gon' bring my crown? And who gon' try to put me off the ground? And can't get enough of me. I don't play around. Got that type of luxury. Going down, and ain't no catching up in me. Who gon' bring my crown?